What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, I have Rodrigo Carvalho. He has started his own YouTube channel a few weeks ago, and he does have experience with technical analysis and in the crypto industry. First of all, Rodrigo, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the opportunity of being here as well. Thank you for giving me this space to talk to your audience.
Yeah, I'm really excited for you, for your channel, and to know your experience with technical analysis with Bitcoin. And maybe give us a perspective on where do you think the price is going in the next coming days, next coming weeks? Are you bullish or are you bearish? So yeah, please let us know.
I've been in the market for some years already. I started in 2017 as a beginner. And during this time I got some experience on TA, and I'm ready to share with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So make sure to I don't know, share the charts. Let us know, what do you think about the next coming movements for Bitcoin?
Okay, let's see some scenarios here.
Absolutely.
So first thing I'm talking with my community here is about this bearish rising wedge, which is a pretty bearish scenario, right, for us. The target would be all the way back to the base of the rising wedge, which would be back to 20K.
Wow, that is very bearish.
Yeah, that is very bearish. And since we broke out from this support here, we are attempting to make higher highs here, but we cannot. We are always failing and respecting this blue trend line right there.
Yeah.
We even made a symmetrical triangle here in the on the way, and we also just broke it to the downside. So I think the bearish perspective here is too strong.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm also quite bearish in the midterm. Maybe short term, we could get some bounces, but overall, I do think that $27,000 will be broken in the next coming days, and maybe even going to $25,000. Of course, $25,000 was a major high back in February of this year, and also back in August of 2022, so that we could find some pretty decent support there, maybe get a large bounce, in my opinion. So yeah, just let us know, do you see any bounces happening short term, or do you think, the price is going to start rolling down, in the next coming days, couple of weeks?
Yes, exactly as you said. I also think that 25K is a very important level for us to hold. It is very strong. And I also wanted to show you the 200 MA. Can you see the graph?
Yeah.
Which is right now sitting at around 26. So that could be a really good place for us to have a bounce as well.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of moving averages, but I know that the 200 weekly EMA was being very famous on the bull market cycles for Bitcoin, because it really never successfully broke down below the 200 weekly moving EMA. And the longer we were at those levels, it was a great opportunity to buy. But at least in the past, right, in the past cycles, you can see here back in 2019 and 2020, how that 200 weekly EMA was, very, very strong support, and it was a great buying opportunity. Now, in this bear cycle, we can see we've gone below this 200 weekly EMA, and we are currently above it. So maybe, does this mean that the market bottom is in? Are we going to hold it? Are we just going to trade around about that range and get a bounce? Well, it's all we'll just have to see, right?
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly. So exactly as you said, I also don't trade moving averages that much, but this one is so huge and so important and has always been.
Yeah.
So for this reason, and in the big time frame as well. So for this reason, I think that we can have a bounce from here. So on the top of this bull rally here, we can see the formation of this engulfing candle right there, which can signal for us also that like the bulls are losing strength and the bears are starting to take control over it.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, because an engulfing candle, usually the trend continues after printing that engulfing candle. We can see that massive selling pressure from $30,000 on the weekly pulling down. We got the pullback. We did see 2 weeks ago how we created another lower high on the weekly right over there. So that engulfing candle is creating that pressure, as you can see. And yeah, it does look like that, we are on the verge of a potential larger correction for the next coming weeks. I personally think that. But overall, I am long term bullish. I am mid-term bearish, thinking that we can correct down to 25, 24, maybe get a bit of volatility under $25,000. But overall, I think we're going to create a higher low on the higher time frames here. As you can see from 2023, we are creating higher lows. And it's probably going to hold, in my personal opinion, and get the bounce. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like, despite the fact that I'm talking about these bearish scenarios right now, I do think that no matter how low we come, like if we come to retest if we are coming to meet the target of this bearish rising wedge, for example, I also think we are just coming here. I do think that we're correcting, to test it and to go higher. I'm also bullish in the longer term.
Yeah, I mean,
I couldn't be bearish on the longer term.
yeah. Obviously, a lot of people are bullish long term on Bitcoin, no doubt. But yeah, that low over there of 19,700, where you do have market up, I know there has been a lot of people that have been over leveraged, long positions from, January and February of 2023. And very likely, this is a range where people are taking profits at $30,000. They're very much aware of this resistance. They're very much aware of this exhausting price action that we are creating at the moment. So the possibility of, obviously, for that large correction of several $1,000s to the downside is just on the cards, right? Just by looking at the charts, it's just very, very likely.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, thank you for your perspective, Rodrigo. And is there anything else? Is there any other charts, any news regarding the crypto market, or any other crypto that you would like to analyze? Something that you have seen on the chart that you want to share with my community?
Yeah. I also wanted to talk about Cardano right now.
All right. Yeah.
So as you can see here in the daily time frame, we are making this head and shoulders pattern here that is also known to be very bearish. And in the last couple of days, we just broke the neckline to the downside.
Yeah.
So means that the pattern is about to be activated. See, we have to pay attention now on the retest of the support level, because if it's going to be a resistance for us right now, we are definitely going to see lower levels. And the target of this pattern would be all the way down to 30 cents, 31 to 32 cents.
Right.
So, yeah.
So yeah, it does look quite bearish. Also, if you do zoom out here from February's top, and the top that we just created here in April, it's kind of a bit of double toppy. There's not too much power on the breakout that we had on April from that top of February, right? It's kind of a bit of a double top. And it does look like it's, it's very much going to get that powerful corrective move before, taking an actual decision and going to higher levels. I think by looking at this chart on Cardano, it is extremely important to stay above that 30-cent low from March. If you do see that low from March, if it wants to continue that uptrend, if it breaks that low, just slightly behind, just where you're marking at the moment, just basically the last higher low, the higher low right there.
The higher low.
In March, which is at 30 cents. No, the peak of the bottom, right? Yeah, that one. Yeah, that peak.
This one.
Yeah. So if we do lose that level, then obviously it looks like that we can test the lows there here from December of 2022. So even though we are looking for I'm looking for Bitcoin to correct, altcoins to get a correction as well. If Bitcoin comes down a few $1,000s, altcoins will get the hit, very, very likely. So, but overall, once Bitcoin does find that bottom, if we do get that double bottom consolidation, round about the 25K, below 25K range, I think it will be a great moment to stock up some altcoins or look for long positions. But looking at Cardano, for me, it's super important to hold that that higher low at 30 cents to continue the bullish
absolutely.
momentum right in the next coming weeks. So yeah, are you what's your opinion on midterm? I know we're short term a little bit bearish. What any price predictions for Bitcoin? Do you think the end of 2023 is going to be bearish, Rodrigo? What is going on? And we see the banks collapsing in the US. You must have heard about, US banking crisis that is happening. Do you think that there is a possibility that Bitcoin can rise because of this, by the end of year of 2024? Or do you think
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. We are seeing the financial system collapsing right now, right? It's just getting started, in my opinion. I think many other banks are going to crash as well as
Yeah.
this one. So I do think that it's going to be a boost for the Bitcoin. Once the
Yeah.
investors are going to be searching for new markets to invest in,
Yeah.
and this could be and this could bring the Bitcoin prices to great levels. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm bearish short term, but as soon as we start hitting 24,000, that is the level that I'm going to start switching bullish very likely, okay? A lot of people are going to start being extremely bearish. This is it. Bitcoin didn't manage to break above $31,000. It was it. Now we're going back down to $15,000. And there's going to be a lot of bearishness and FUD once we see the drop. But that is the moment to switch bullish, in my opinion, because we'll be continuing to see some events worldwide that will drive the price up and finally break $31,000. My personal opinion, before the end of the year, we will break above $31,000, which is the high that was created in April. That's my personal opinion, of course. But I don't think that we're going to go to all-time highs. I think we could reach 34, 36, $40,000 potentially. Then there's going to be a major crash event. I think it's still very, very soon, for this year, for Bitcoin to go to all-time highs. There will be a major correction, no doubt, if we manage to break above 31K. Yeah, what do you think?
Yes, definitely. It makes sense. And as you said, like, and as we said already, in the longer picture, we are bullish. So every opportunity that we are going to have here, like for example, the 2025, or even if we come to the 20K here,
Yeah.
I would be seeing this as a good opportunity to be accumulating, to
Yeah,
be
yeah, absolutely.
the
Yeah.
amount of Bitcoin.
I will
I'm
be
not going
buying.
to be
I will
freaking
be.
out and expecting lower prices. I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be
yeah.
preparing to realize when we are going to be up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited. I like to buy a cheap Bitcoin. I like the Bitcoin to crash because I have some stable coins there that need to be spent
Yeah,
on
that's the
Bitcoin.
same thing here.
Yeah, yeah. All right,
So
Rodrigo. Well, thank you very much for joining the channel and giving your a little bit of your perspective, your little bit of price prediction, your analysis. Guys, make sure to check out Rodrigo. He just opened a YouTube channel a few weeks ago. He's posting every day. He's posting different information, news, technical analysis. Check it out, guys. The link is down below in the description. And Rodrigo, thank you very much for joining the channel.
thank you very much once more for the opportunity, and I see you in the next time.